Hi there everybody, this is Sarah Wolf from Hendricks County Parks and Recreation. I'm coming to you from McLeod Nature Park, one of your Hendricks County parks. Today we're doing a virtual Animal Tales video, and our animal is one that lives and makes these burrows. Can you see that behind me here? What animal do you think lives in that burrow? And there's another one behind me over there. What animal do you think lives in those burrows? Well, that animal is a groundhog or a woodchuck. This is the animal that made those burrows we saw just a second ago. Now, it's not living or moving much from those holes right now. I saw a bunch of tracks, and they look like raccoon tracks, which almost look like miniature little hand prints and footprints of humans. So I believe a raccoon has taken up residence in an old groundhog or woodchuck burrow. So that's what's happening right there. So groundhogs and woodchucks, it's the same animal that goes by two different names. And sometimes people will call them whistle pigs because they will whistle when they are frightened. And you might think that picture looked a little bit like a prairie dog. Well, it's because they're in the same family. They're actually in the squirrel family, groundhogs and woodchucks are, even though they don't look so much like our tree squirrels that we think about. However, groundhogs or woodchucks, I'm going to use that name interchangeably, they can climb trees. Here's a picture to show that groundhogs can climb trees. When I was a kid climbing trees in my woods, I saw a groundhog climb a tree next to me. I would have never believed it unless I saw it with my own eyes. So groundhogs and woodchucks, they are, like I said, in the squirrel family. They're a mammal. They have light, kind of brownish fur. I have a pelt of a groundhog. We did not kill this animal. This was found probably by a car accident or something. So this is what the fur looks like. So blends in really well with Indiana kind of soil colors. So it can hide very well. So it's not a very big animal. They hide well with that fur, good camouflage, good warmth for the winter time. Groundhogs are one of our only true hibernators here in Indiana. Many of our other animals that we think about maybe hibernating are only partial hibernators, but groundhogs do hibernate. This is the time of year when we focus more on groundhogs, because it's coming up on Groundhog Day, or maybe it's past when you're watching this video. So Groundhog Day is February 2nd, and we use that day as just kind of a funny winter celebration. So we say that when the groundhog, there's one in Pennsylvania, which is famous, and if this groundhog comes out on February 2nd and sees his shadow, that is predicting 6 more weeks of winter. If he comes out of his burrow after hibernating and does not see his shadow, he is predicting an early spring. So would you prefer more winter, or would you prefer closer to springtime? So that will determine what you hope the weather forecast is for February 2nd. Of course, it's just kind of a joke. It's just kind of a funny little thing to celebrate. Groundhogs, they, like I said, they hibernate in the wintertime, and Groundhog Day in early February is more like Valentines Day for groundhogs, because that's when the boys are looking for dates to go out on a Valentine's date, so that they can have babies later on. We have a fun little craft for you to pick up at the Nature Center. So if you come to McLeod Nature Park during the first 2 weeks in February 2021, we have a little craft for you to make and take home. This little groundhog is on like a little popsicle stick, so it's like a little puppet. And we have craft kits for you to take home and make this at home. Now you can read the book at probably your local library, or also if you come to McLeod Nature Park the first 2 weeks in February, you can read Groundhog Day, which is the book we were going to read at your local libraries. But we're going to bring the book to you along a trail so you can enjoy our story walk while walking a trail and reading the book. You can pick up the craft there. So let's get back to our groundhogs. So groundhogs, like I said, they're mammals. They like to eat all kinds of different things. They're omnivores, which means they eat plants and animal matter. So I've got a skull of a groundhog. This is a replica skull. It's plastic, so no animal had to die for us to show you this to you. This is what groundhog's skull looks like. You can see their nice sharp teeth. These sharp teeth keep growing throughout their life, and they use those to chew on lots of things to eat their food. They love eating vegetables from people's gardens. They do eat bird seed. They like to eat plants. They'll eat fruits. They'll eat, if they can find some eggs or things like that, they'll eat those too. They're just opportunistic. They'll eat whatever is around. So that's what a groundhog skull looks like. They've got kind of a rounded snoot, and they're not dangerous to people. You can see they've got big teeth, and you should always keep your distance from wild animals. They don't know that we're friends, and it's hard to tell them that. They won't understand us. So always good to keep a little distance from wild animals. Now, there is a funny phrase or a little poem or tongue twister that goes like, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, it's just a funny phrase. Woodchucks do not eat trees. They do not eat decking. They do not eat houses or sheds. It's just a funny phrase. They're not beavers. Beavers do chew down trees, but woodchucks do not. So just because they have that in their name and that funny phrase is around doesn't mean that they actually will eat trees or decks or anything made out of wood. So that's just a little bit about our woodchuck or groundhog friends. Come check out our story walk at McLeod Nature Park, and you might look at borrowing the book from your local library. So I hope you all have a great day. Come visit us at McLeod Nature Park. Right now we are requiring face masks inside the Nature Center. Currently the Nature Center is open Fridays and Saturdays, 10 to 4. And the restrooms, which are heated, trails, and park are open every day from dawn to dusk. You can always follow us on Facebook for more updates. That's our website. www.hendrickscountyparks.org, or follow Hendricks County Parks on Facebook for updates on our programs and upcoming events. We hope to see you at the park soon. Thanks.